मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज 1.6 का एक ही सम बाकी था, वो कल मैंने वीडियो में रिकॉर्डिंग करके डाल दिया था, तो वीडियो आपको देखना है ना। वो जो कल का रिकॉर्डिंग भेजा है ना, उसमें मैंने जो बाकी सम्स थे ना, वो रिकॉर्ड करके डाल दिए हैं। तो वो आप एक बार ओके, वो एक बार देख लेना। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, जो भी कल की एक्सरसाइज बाकी थी, वो जो कल वाला वीडियो था उसमें मैंने एडिटिंग करके डाल दिया है, तो एक बार वो आप देख लेना और आप उसको कंप्लीट कर देना। So today we'll start miscellaneous exercise in which question number 1 is given. Decide among the following sets which sets are subset of one another. है ना? So total 4 sets are given. So you have to find which sets are subset of one another. So first set is given, set A. Set A is x where x belongs to R and x satisfies x square minus 8x plus 12 equal to 0. X where x belongs to R and x satisfies the condition x square minus 8x plus 12 equal to 0. That means x satisfies this equation. X satisfies this equation means x is the solution of the given equation, quadratic equation. So what is the solution of this? It's a x minus 6, x minus 2 equal to 0. So we are getting x equal to 2 or 6. So elements of set A are 2 and 6. These are the elements of set A. Elements of set B given, which are 2, 4 and 6. 2, 4 and 6. And elements of set C are, it's a 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Infinite. Kashish, how are you? Set D. Set D elements is 6. Vasa Kashish. No answer. Very good. So you have to find which sets are the subset of one another. So we will start with the set A. Set A is the subset of any set. Let's check it. So elements of set A are 2 and 6. Elements of set B are 2, 4 and 6. So first we can write our answer. First we can write A is the subset of B. A is the subset of B. Done. Then also 2 and 6 are the elements of set C. So we can say that A is the subset of C. Then A is not subset of D. ये हो गया. Now B. B is the subset of any set. Yes, B is the subset of C. So B is the subset of C. उसके बाद D में भी नहीं होगा. उसके बाद C को चेक करते हैं. C तो इनफाइनाइट सेट है, वो तो किसी का सबसेट नहीं होगा. आफ्टर D को चेक करते हैं. D is the subset of A because all the elements of D are the elements of A. Similarly, D is the subset of B. So D is the subset of B because 6 also in B. And these 6 elements also lies in set C. So we can also write D is the subset of C. So this is our answer. Then which sets are the subset of one another? So we can say that A is the subset of B, A is the subset of C, B is the subset of C, D is the subset of A, D is the subset of B, and D is also a subset of C. That is question number 1. Now question number 2. For question number 2, you have to find the true and false. You have to state whether the given statements are true or false. True or false. And if it is true, if the statement is true, if the statement is true, then you have to prove it. Prove it. And if it is false, then you have to give one example. So what we'll do, we'll prove its truth or false by using one example, and we'll prove it. है ना? So let's start with the first statement. The given first statement is if x belongs to A, if x belongs to A, one element x is there which belongs to set A, and we are given that A belongs to B. That means set A है ना, पूरा set A. Set A is the element of set B. Then we can say that X is the element of set B. What is A is the set. What is B? It is set. What is X is one element. So here we are given that one element is one X is the element of set A, and that entire set A is the element of set B. So can we say that X is also element of set B? So the given statement is false. Given statement is false. How? So let us now consider an example. So we are taking X as a 1. Let 1 is the element. And also we are considering one set A whose elements are 1 and 2. And also consider one set B whose elements are set 1 2, that means set A and 3. Now check this condition over here. First we have to say that X must be belongs to A. So our X is 1. So 1 belongs to A. Yes, 1 belongs to A. This is first condition. Our X belongs to A. Second condition, A must belongs to B. This is our A. So this one, 1, 2 belongs to B. What is B? It's a set of set of number 1, 2 and 3. Then this condition is there. So we have to check whether this condition is fulfilled or not. X belongs to B. What is X? 1. So here can we say 1 belongs to B? So here 1 does not belongs to B. 1 is the not element of this set B, and that's why our statement is false. Clear? I think it is clear. है ना, ये मिसलिनियस एक्सरसाइज है. इसमें आपको शायद ऐसा होगा कि फर्स्ट ट्राई में आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा, तो आपको क्या करना है, इसका जो रिकॉर्डिंग आ रहा है आपके पास, वो रिकॉर्डिंग को आपको बार बार इसको रिवाइंड करके देखना है ना, तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि फर्स्ट टाइम के आपको जो है इसका लॉजिक स्ट्राइक ना हो, तो आपको खुद से दिमाग लगाना है और उसको फील करना है ना. जब तक आप इस सम को फील नहीं करेंगे तब इसको सॉल्यूशन है शायद दिमाग में नहीं बैठेगा, तो ये डायरेक्टली नहीं समझ में आएंगे. तो एक बार इसको आप रिवाइज करके देखना है. नाउ स्टेटमेंट 2, if we are given A is subset of B, A is subset of B and B belongs to C. All the elements of set A are the elements of set B and B is the एलिमेंट ऑफ सेट सी. दैट मीन्स सेट सी के अंदर पूरा सेट बी है और सेट बी के अंदर पूरा सेट ए है. सो कैन वी से दैट ए बिलोंग्स टू सी. तो ए सी का भी एलिमेंट होगा. सो अगेन इट्स अ false statement. How? So for that you have to consider set A, set B and set C. So let us now consider set A as a, for example, ना, अब इसको कोई भी एग्जांपल ले सकते हो. सेट ए इक्वल टू मैंने लिया है एलिमेंट्स 1 2. सपोज मैं ले लेता हूँ सेट बी इक्वल टू 1 2 3. और अगेन आई एम कंसिडरिंग वन सेट सी which is the which having the elements 1 2 3 and 4. Done. So these are three sets. Now let's check these two conditions. You must fulfill these two conditions and then you have to prove this one is wrong. Done. So first we have to prove that A is the subset of B. All the elements of A are the elements of B. Yes. 1 2 subset 1 2 3. So first condition is fulfilled. Set A is the subset of set B. Then you have to check this condition. Set B is the element of set C. That means set C के अंदर पूरा एक set B आना चाहिए. तो C के अंदर पूरा एक set B आ गया. देखो. So second condition is also fulfilled. 1 2 3. This is set B belongs to set C. और set C के अंदर पूरा set B आ गया as a element. So it's a 1 2 3 4. तो ये दोनों कंडीशन फुलफिल हो गई. अभी आपको चेक करना है कि थर्ड कंडीशन फुलफिल हो रही है. इट इज ए बिलोंग्स टू सी. सी के अंदर हमारा सेट ए है. दिस इज अवर सी. इसके अंदर सेट है. सेट ए इज द सेट ऑफ एलिमेंट 1 2. तो यहाँ पर कोई ऐसा C के अंदर कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है, कौन सा? सेट ऑफ एलिमेंट्स 1 2. So here we can say that A does not belongs to C. Here we are given A belongs to C, but here we find that our A does not belong to C, and that's why this given statement is false. Clear? एकदम आराम से शांति से देखना. Now third one. Third statement is if A is subset of B, A is subset of B, and B is subset of C, then we have to prove that A is the subset of C. All the A is the subset of B. All the elements of A are the elements of B. All the elements of B are the elements of C. That means A पूरा B में आ गया और B पूरा C में आ गया. So we can say that all the elements of A are the elements of C. So this one is true. So again we have to prove it. So let us consider set A equal to elements 1 2. All the elements of A are the elements of B. So we can say it's a 1 2 3 suppose. And all the elements of B are the elements of C. So we have to write C equal to 1 2 3 4. So clearly it can be seen that A is the subset of B, B is the subset of C. So here A is the subset of C. All the elements of A are the elements of C, and that's why the given statement is true. Done? Now next one. Next statement is fourth number, in which we are given that if A is not subset of B. देखो थर्ड वाला था ना, उसका थोड़ा चेंज करके दिया है. इफ ए इज नॉट सबसेट ऑफ बी, जैसे आपने थर्ड सोल्व किया और सेम लॉजिक लेके आप फोर्थ करेंगे ना, तो आप शायद आंसर रॉन्ग दे देंगे. सो इफ ए सबसेट बी एंड बी इज नॉट सबसेट ऑफ सी, सो वी कैन से दैट ए इज नॉट सबसेट ऑफ सी. थर्ड वाले में क्या लॉजिक अप्लाई किया था? ए के सारे एलिमेंट बी में है और बी के सारे एलिमेंट सी में है, तो हमने डायरेक्ट ऐसे प्रूव किया था कि ए के सारे एलिमेंट सी में होंगे. तो आप इसका कन्वर्ट करके ऐसे लॉजिक अप्लाई करेंगे कि सर ए के सारे एलिमेंट बी में नहीं है और बी के सारे एलिमेंट सी में नहीं है, तो पक्का ही ए के सारे एलिमेंट सी में नहीं होंगे, और आप लिख देंगे सर इट्स ट्रू. डन. बट इट्स नॉट ट्रू, इट्स अ फॉल्स. है ना, मैंने क्या बोला आपको? यू हैव टू फिल द क्वेश्चन. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये डायरेक्ट दिखने में जो ऐसा लग रहा है कि ए के बी में नहीं है एलिमेंट और बी के सारे एलिमेंट सी में नहीं है, तो ए के सारे एलिमेंट सी में कैसे होंगे? तो लेट्स चेक इट. फर्स्ट let's now consider our set A is 1 2. Now you have to take one set B in which does not contain all the elements of set A. So we have to take set B as a like this. Suppose it's a 4 5 6. 4 5 6. So first condition is fulfilled. A is not subset of B. Done. Now you have to fulfill this second condition, which is B not subset of C. तो C को ऐसा एक सेट कंसिडर करें कि जो B के एलिमेंट को कंसिस्ट ना कर रहा हो. तो इट्स अ 1 2 3 4. सो सेकंड कंडीशन इज फुलफिल. B इज नॉट सबसेट ऑफ C. है ना, बोथ कंडीशंस आर फुलफिल बाय यूजिंग दिस सेट्स. A के सारे एलिमेंट B में नहीं है और B के सारे एलिमेंट C में नहीं है, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं होगा कि A के सारे एलिमेंट C में नहीं होंगे. देखो ऑल द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेट A आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेट C. है ना, ऑल द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेट A आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेट C. So here we can say that A is the subset of C. We are given that A is not subset. Let us now consider question number 3, in which we are given that A, B and C are three different sets such that given we are given that two results A union B is equal to A union C. This is result 1, and also we are given A intersection B is equal to A intersection C. These two results are given, and you have to prove that for these two conditions set B is equal to set C. Done. This you have to prove.
So now, to prove this result, we'll use one more result, and that is set A can be written in the form of A intersection A union B. Say result 3, and similar result is set A can also be written as A union A intersection B. Done. This can be easily understood by using Venn diagram. Suppose this is set A and this is set B. So set A, that means the area of this circle. This area of this circle is nothing but the intersection of A with A union B. So entire portion is A union B. This one and this one, intersection A with nothing but the set A itself. Clear? So this portion is nothing but the A intersection with A union B. Similarly, set A is nothing but the A union A intersection B. This is A intersection B. Then A union A intersection B is entire A. So now we'll start with the given left hand side. Our given left hand side is set B. So B equal to, now we are using this result 4 as set A can be written as A union A intersection B, set B can be written as B union B intersection A. Done. Now again, this B intersection A can be written as B union A intersection B by commutative law. Replacing this B intersection A with A intersection B. Now this A intersection B can be replaced by result 2 as A intersection C. So B union A intersection C. Done. This is from result 2. Now here we can apply distributive law, which is B union A intersection B union C. Here we have applied distributive law. Done. Now again, this B union A can be replaced with commutative law, which is A union B intersection is B union C as it is. So here again we applied commutative law. Done. Now again, this A union B can be replaced with A union C. So which one is A union C intersection B union C. Done. This is from A union B equal to A union C. This is from result 1, which is A union C intersection B union C. Now again we are applying commutative law. This A union C can be written as C union A intersection, again this one is written as C union B. So we have applied commutative law 2 times. Commutative law 2 times. Right? So this one is C union A intersection C union B. Now this is again the result of distributive law, which is written as C union A intersection B. Done. So that is the second part of distributive law, or you can say right hand side of the distributive law. Again, this A intersection B can be replaced with A intersection C. It's a C union A intersection B is nothing but the A intersection C. This is again from result 2. So that is C union A intersection C. It can be written as C union C intersection A. Again commutative law. Done. So what is C union C intersection A? A union A intersection B is A. So C union C intersection A is nothing but the C. So we have started from set B and we have derived set C, which is our right hand side. Clear? So that you have to prove B equal to C. Number 4, in which you have to show that the following 4 conditions are equivalent conditions. 4 conditions are A is subset of B. The second one, A minus B is phi, A union B is equal to B, and A intersection B equal to A. All 4 conditions are equivalent. That means all are equivalent. All the result of all 4 conditions will be same. So first we will compare 1 and condition 2. Let us consider condition 1 and condition 2. Condition 1 is given at A is subset of B. A subset B, that means all the elements of A are the elements of B. Done? So now we'll prove this second condition, A minus B equal to phi, is equivalent to this A subset B. So what is the meaning of this A minus B? So set of A minus B is nothing but the all the elements X, where X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Done? So that is A minus B. And if and also we are given that A minus B, and that is equal to phi, and that is only possible when A is subset of B. How? Let us now consider example. Let set A equal to elements 1, 2. Set B equal to elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what is A minus B? A minus B, all the elements of A except B, that is equal to phi, null set. Why A minus B equal to phi? Why? Because here A is subset of B. Clear? So A minus B equal to phi. The reason is A is subset of B. So condition 1 and condition 2 both are equivalent. Clear? Now we'll compare condition 1 and condition 3. So given third condition is A union B. First condition is A is subset of B, and the condition number 3 is A union B equal to B. So now let's start with the X. So let X belongs to A. X is one element which lies in set A. So as X belongs to A and A is the subset of B, we can say that X will also belongs to A union B. What is the reason? Reason is A is subset of B. All the elements of A are the elements of set B, and therefore if element X lies in set A, so it will also lies in the union of A and B. Clear? So now next step, we are given that A union B equal to B, so we can say that X belongs to B. So combining these both conditions, the X belongs to set A and X belongs to set B, and that will be possible only when A is subset of B. If A is the subset of B, then and then if X belongs to A, and then it will be belongs to B. So this is first condition. So we have derived this first condition from this third condition. So we can say that these both conditions are equivalent condition. Now we'll compare condition number 1 and condition number 4. Compare 1 and 4. It's A subset B and A intersection B equal to A. So again we will start with the given. Let X equal to, or we can say let X is the element which belongs to set A. Done? And if X belongs to A, X will also belongs to this A intersection B. Done? Because A is the subset of B. If X belongs to A, then it will also lies in the intersection of A and B. क्योंकि A के सारे एलिमेंट B में होंगे, है ना, तो A के सारे एलिमेंट B में है, तो और A और B का इंटरसेक्शन है, उसमें भी X होगा. So X belongs to A intersection B. Similar, if A intersection B equal to A, we can say that X belongs to A. डन. x बिलोंग्स टू ए x बिलोंग्स टू ए इंटरसेक्शन बी, तो दोनों के इंटरसेक्शन दोनों में कंबाइन है, दैट मीन्स x बिलोंग्स टू ए एंड x belongs to b. X lies in a A as well as x lies in a B. X belongs to A and x belongs to B. So that is equivalent to A is subset of B. हमारा एलिमेंट x A के अंदर भी है और वो B के अंदर भी है ना, क्योंकि x belongs to A इंटरसेक्शन B, x इंटरसेक्शन B के अंदर है, दैट मीन्स दोनों के कॉमन एरिया में है, तो A में भी होगा और वो B में भी होगा. तो कोई एलिमेंट A में भी है और B में भी है, दैट मीन्स वो A सेट है वो B का सबसेट होगा. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, you have to show that if A is the subset of B, then C minus B is the subset of C minus A. So let us now consider one x. Suppose x belongs to C minus B. So what is the meaning of this x belongs to C minus B? Which implies x belongs to set C and x does not belongs to C minus B, so it does not belong to B. C minus B, all the elements of C except B, so x will be in the set C but x will not be in set B. So x belongs to C and x does not belong to B. Now which implies x belongs to set C and as x does not belong to B, so x will does not belong to set A. Why? Because A is the subset of B. As A is the subset of B, x does not belong to B. All the elements of A lies in a set B, और x does not belong to B, and that's why our x does not belong to A. है ना, x B में भी नहीं है और A के सारे एलिमेंट B में है, तो x A में भी नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये A is the part of set B. क्लियर? तो A पूरा B के अंदर है और B के अंदर तो हमारा x है ही नहीं, तो x will not be in the set A. So from this condition x belongs to C but x does not belongs to A, so we can say that x belongs to C minus A. Clear? So now combining this both condition, here x belongs to C minus B and x belongs to C minus A. So what we can say, that C minus B is the subset of C minus A. Clear? Now question number 6, we have to assume that power set of A equal to power set of set B and so that A is equal to B. Now here, if two sets are equal, condition was that if A is subset of B and B is subset of A, we can say that A is equal to B. Done? So here you have to prove A is equal to B. So to prove set A is equal to set B, you have to prove that A is subset of B as well as B is subset of A. Clear? So we'll prove both these conditions. So let's start with the element x. So element x belongs to set A. X is one element and A is one set. Now here we are given power set of A is equal to power set of set B. What is power set? Power set is the set of all possible subset, set of all possible subset of set A. Set A having one element x. So if we consider power set of A, one set, that is x will be there in the power set of A. Clear? ये बात आपको समझनी है. What is power set? Power set is the set of all the elements, which are the subset, possible subset of set A. तो A के अंदर एक एलिमेंट x है, तो पावर सेट ऑफ A की बात करें तो उसके अंदर हमें एक सेट मिलेगा x. So set x belongs to power set of A. We are given that power set of A equal to power set of B. So we can write set x is also belongs to power set of set B. So as set x belongs to power set of B, we can say that element x belongs to set B. है ना, जैसे एक एलिमेंट सेट A में था तो वो एलिमेंट का एक सेट पावर सेट ऑफ A में था, तो एक एलिमेंट का सेट पावर सेट ऑफ B में है तो वो एलिमेंट सेट B में होगा. तो दोनों कंडीशन कंबाइन करें, as x belongs to A and x belongs to B, so we can say that A is subset of B. Clear? So first condition is proved. Now similarly you have to prove the second condition. So for that you have to consider one element x which is belongs to set B. Similarly prove करना है, as x belongs to set B. So set of element x belongs to power set of set B. Power set of B equal to power set of A. So therefore we can write set x belongs to power set of A. So at set x belongs to power set of A, we can say that element x belongs to set A. So again combining these both conditions, x belongs to B and element x belongs to A. So we can say that B is subset of A. So as A is subset of B and B is subset of A is subset of B and B is subset of A. So we can say that will be only possible when both sets are equal. Hence it is proved. Clear, students? So this is your question number. Now students, question number 7. It is true that for any sets A and B, power set of A union power set of B equal to power set of A union B. You have to justify your answer. So here our answer is no. It is not true. Then you have to justify your answer. For that we will consider example. So let us now consider set A equal to element 1 2 and set B is the set of elements 2 3. So here we can find A union B. So A union B is the set of all the elements 1 2 and 3, set of all the elements of set A and set B. Now we have to find the power set of A union power set of B. So first we will find power set of A. So what is power set of A? Power set of A is nothing but the set of all possible subset of set A. Set A possible subsets are 5, element 1, element 2 and element 1 2. That is power set of A. Now power set of set B, all possible subset of B, that is 5, 2, set with element 3 and set with element 2 and 3. Done. So now also we'll find power set of A union B. So what is A union B? 1 2 3. So power set of A union B, that is equal to all possible subset of this set, that is 5, 1 2 3, then two elements 1 2 1 3. We are writing all possible subsets of this A union B, and if we are writing them in a set, it's the power set of A union B. 2 3 and set itself 1 2 and 3. Done. This is power set of A union B. Say it's a result 1. Now find A union of power set A and B. So power set of A union power set of B. So all the elements of these two sets क्या होगा? 5, then set with element 1, set with element 2, set with element 3, set with element 1 2 and set with element 2 3. Now say this result 2. Now compare these two results. Are they equal? So here you can write power set of A union B is not equal to power set of A union power set of B. Okay, now question number 8. So that for any two sets A and B, set A equal to A intersection B union A minus B, and second result A union B minus A equal to A union B. You have to prove these two results. So let's start with the first result, in which left hand side we are given A intersection B union A minus B. Now student, what is this A minus B? Consider Venn diagram. So this is set U, this is set A and this is set B. So this one is A minus B. No, portion of A except B. So this can be written as B dash intersection A. This is nothing but the A intersection B dash. So A and the common part of B, B dash. Done. So B का पूरा बाहर वाला पोर्शन कंसिडर करो और A कंसिडर करो. So you get this A minus B. So we can write this A minus B as a intersection B dash. So your next step is A intersection B union, writing this A minus B as a intersection B dash. Done. So this is one distributive law, A intersection B union A intersection B. So this can be written as A intersection B union B dash. Then that is distributive law. So what is B union B dash? B or B dash? That is U. So A intersection U. Writing this B union B dash as a universal set U. Now what is A intersection U? That is set A. That is our right hand side. Clear? Similarly, we can prove this second result. So for second result, we are start with the left hand side. So which is A union B minus A. Now this is B minus A. So A union B minus A is nothing but the B intersection A dash. Done. Now applying this distributive law, it's A union B intersection A union A dash, that is by distributive law. Done. So what is this A union A dash? This is A union B intersection. This one is U. So intersection of any set with U will give the set itself. So that will be A union B, and this is our right hand side. Clear? So this is your question number 8.